I think one of the most pressing issues in dog training is that we are still seriously wasting puppyhood. These days it is still possible for a family who wants to get a puppy and they're all excited that they end up and they get a puppy that's not house trained, it's not chew toy trained, it's been given no woof shush training, and it's not socialized. I mean, this is terrible, and they get this puppy at 8 weeks, and by 8 weeks of age the critical period of socialization is 2/3 over. It's shameful. We have to do something about this. In the first 8 weeks of life, the puppy should have seen about 100 people who, gently cradle it, handle it, and train it. Come here, sit, lie down, roll over. It's really easy for puppies to learn this stuff with lure-reward training. Most importantly, though, the puppy should have been raised in a sort of a self-teaching environment where the dog has a toilet there as far away from his bed as possible. He has chew toys, which are stuffed with food. So the puppy self-trains himself to want to use his toilet. And of course, if the breeder's there to reward the puppy for doing it, even better. I mean, basically at 8 weeks, a puppy should be house trained. He should be chew toy trained. His favorite friend should be a chew toy which is stuffed with food, which of course, number one, is programming him now to become like a chew toyaholic, so that's what he wants to chew, but now he doesn't want to chew other things because they aren't as much fun, they aren't stuffed with food. And of course, if a dog has developed chewing chew toys as a habit, he barks much less. He hasn't developed like recreational barking as a habit. The dog at 8 weeks should definitely be obedience trained, at the very least, to come, sit, lie down, roll over, so that it can approach people, stick around, and it can either stand or roll over for examination. But most importantly, it should be socialized. It should be socialized. And this can be done quite safely in the puppy's original home. And so when the family gets their puppy at 8 weeks of age, it already has a good start, because the next month is going to be so busy. There's so much the new owners have to do. They have to put it into a permanent management system so that it becomes house trained, it's self-house trained, chew toy trained, it learns how to spend time on its own so it doesn't develop separation anxiety. We need long-term confinement areas, short-term confinement areas. This is the most important thing, that the puppy learns how to live in his new house and does it in a way that doesn't upset the owners. Then we need another 100 people to come and socialize this puppy, because by 3 months the critical period of socialization really starts to close down. And these 100 people, we need a lot of men, we need a lot of children. And this is how the puppy's going to eat his dinner now, not from a bowl. What a waste of food treats. Instead, each piece of kibble can be used as a lure to train the puppy to come, to sit, to give to the puppy as a reward when you're handling him, looking in your ears. Basically, it's like this. There is no excuse why an adult dog should develop a behavior problem, or that the adult dog should become fearful or aggressive towards people. All of these problems are so utterly predictable, and they're all very easily and enjoyably preventable.